Hey y'all, it's Amanda, and today we're going to be talking about the truth about Coleus, what nobody tells you about growing Coleus. So I used to think Coleus was just a filler plant for shady corners, but the more that I've grown it over the years, the more I've realized Coleus might be one of the most versatile, colorful, and budget-friendly plants that you can grow. And today I'm going to be sharing the truth about Coleus, what works, what doesn't, and why you might be spending way more money than you need to. Okay, we're going to be talking about several topics. We're going to be talking about what makes Coleus so popular, the biggest myth about Coleus, why some Coleus get leggy, as well as the secret to beautiful Coleus, why Coleus from seed saves a ton of money, how it's easy to start from seed, propagation for Coleus, and which Coleus varieties are worth growing. We're going to talk about some common Coleus mistakes. All of these are already listed in chapters with timestamps down below in the video description if you want to go ahead and jump ahead to the part that you're looking for. Okay, so what makes Coleus so popular? Coleus isn't grown for flowers, which that's very different from a lot of the plants that we typically grow. It is grown for the gorgeous foliage that it has. And unlike many flowering plants, Coleus can provide color from spring until frost without needing to bloom. So what makes Coleus so special? The foliage comes in a wide variety of colors: lime green, burgundy, nearly black leaves, hot pink, orange, purple, red, multicolored combos. It just hits the whole spectrum of colors. And some of its leaves can come in a wide variety of textures: ruffled, serrated, smooth, giant, and tiny. And if flowers are the jewelry of the garden, Coleus is the outfit. It's the background. It sets the stage for everything else. Coleus provides color every single day, whether it's blooming or not, which is definitely unusual for most plants since typically we rely on the blooms to create the color and texture. All right, so moving on, what is the biggest myth about Coleus? And for me, it's when people say that Coleus is only for the shade. This is probably the biggest misconception in regards to Coleus over the years. Years and years ago, most Coleus varieties were grown primarily for the shade, but today, that is not the case anymore. So let's talk about some shade-loving Coleus and some sun-loving Coleus. So a few varieties of shade-loving Coleus, such as the Wizard series, which is beautiful, the Fairway series, and the Kong series, which is actually one of my favorites because they have really large leaves. A little bit about shade Coleus: it produces more vivid colors when it's in the shade. It has larger leaves and it's less likely to bleach out in regards to sun. Now moving on to sun Coleus, because now a lot of nurseries produce Coleus that loves the sun. A few varieties are Sun Chocolate Covered Cherry Coleus, Sun Coral Candy, which is a personal favorite of mine, and the Premium Sun varieties. And Sun Coleus, they're going to love full sun, they're going to love heat, and they're going to love long summer days. So when someone tells you that Coleus is only a shade plant, they're usually talking about older varieties, and they perhaps don't realize that so many of the new varieties love the sun. So today there are Coleus varieties that thrive in full sun, and they absolutely love it, and they're unique and different, and I'm telling you, you guys got to try it out. All right, so let's talk about why some Coleus get leggy, because this is a common complaint I hear about Coleus. Number one reason they're becoming leggy is they're not getting enough light. So the stems stretch out, the leaves become smaller, and the plants become floppy. They're not getting adequate light. Number two is not pinching. People don't pinch Coleus enough. And then you end up having one stem that dominates and gets long and tall, and the plant becomes tall and sparse because it was not pinched earlier on in its lifetime. And then number three is flowering. Typically when Coleus flower, energy shifts from the foliage, which is why we're growing the Coleus anyway. It shifts into the flower and seed production, and growth becomes less attractive because it's so focused on the blooms. So what is the secret to beautiful Coleus? It is pinching. Pinching is the number one thing that you can do for your Coleus to make it absolutely gorgeous. What pinching does, instead of one stem, you get two. And then you pinch those 2 and they turn into 4. And then you pinch those 4 and it turns into 8 stems. So you go from having 1 stem to 8 stems and having a big, beautiful, full plant. The results are fuller plants, more color, and better shape, which I think is really important for Coleus, because I think a lot of times we just let it go and it creates that 1 stem and it's kind of tall and wonky and flops over. By pinching it, you're going to get a way better shape for your Coleus. So when to pinch? I get that question asked quite a bit. You want to pinch when you have about 4 to 6 sets of leaves going on the plant. You want to plant when the plants are younger, not when it's an older plant. And you want to pinch before they get really tall. Pinching feels wrong when you're doing it, right? Because you're basically pinching away a significant portion of this plant. It feels wrong the first time, but every pinch creates a fuller, bushier plant that you're going to enjoy even more in the future. All right, let's talk about why Coleus from seed saves money. And I've been growing Coleus from seed for several years now, and I'm not sure that I will ever go back. I'm not sure that I'm ever going to buy Coleus from a nursery again because it's so easy to start from seed. One Coleus plant at a nursery can be anywhere from $2 to $8 for the small pots. A larger premium varieties, like if you get into the proven winner varieties, and they're larger, you're going to be looking about $8 to $15 for a plant. And a lot of times, like if you're planting like a shade container, those shade containers can require 3, 5, 7, or even more plants than that. So before you know it, you've spent $50 on Coleus for a container, which is quite a bit. Now, seed-grown Coleus, you get 1 packet and you're going to get hundreds of seeds for Coleus. Coleus seeds are super tiny. You're going to have dozens and dozens of plants for the cost of a single plant. And it's so easy to grow from seed. So the big truth about Coleus is that it's super easy to grow from seed. And so many people don't realize that it is. It is literally one of the most easiest plants to grow from seed. Many gardeners assume it's difficult, but it isn't. Let's talk a little bit about the germination requirements. You need to have it at about 70 to 75 degrees, which is the ambient temperature of a lot of homes. It takes about 7 to 14 days to germinate, so not too long. It does require light for germination, minimum 12 hours of light per day in order to germinate. And it is surface, so you don't even have to cover it. Literally, you just have to sprinkle the seeds on the surface of the soil, and that's it. It's wonderful. The seeds are tiny, but the process is actually very simple to start Coleus from seed. And besides starting Coleus from seed, propagation of Coleus is even easier. So say you pick up a beautiful plant, Coleus plant from the nursery, you can propagate that plant and turn it into so much more. This is where Coleus becomes almost ridiculous because of how easy it is to grow. One plant that you pick up at the nursery can become 2, 5, and 20 over time. I was following, I think it's Shaded from Reality is a YouTube channel in, I think, South Texas. Anyway, she pinches her Coleus and literally just sticks it right into the ground beside it. And it just roots right there. And so she fills tons of gardens with Coleus, which is so fun. So how do you propagate Coleus? You want to cut the stem below a leaf node. The leaf node is where 2 leaves come together on the stem, and that is where roots are going to come from it. You want to remove those lower leaves, and then you want to place it in water and soil, making sure that leaf node is below the surface of the water or below the surface of the soil. Coleus may be literally one of the easiest plants to propagate, and so it's so much fun to grow your collection of Coleus from just a single plant. So let's talk about which varieties of Coleus are worth growing. I'm going to break them down into categories. So for giant Coleus leaves, I like to grow Kong Scarlet. I like to grow Kong Rose, that's actually one of my favorites, and Kong Lime Sprite. All those Kong series are going to give you big, giant, beautiful leaves. If you're growing Coleus for shade, I like to grow Wizard Jade. I think it's a really fun color combination. The Wizard Mix, I'm actually growing the Wizard Mix right now, and they're about to go out into my shade garden. And the Fairway Mosaic, which is a favorite because it is so striking in its color combination. If you're growing Coleus for sun, my hands down favorite is Sun Coral Candy. I grow it from seed every year. The color is it can't be recorded on screen. It is so beautiful in person. I also like to grow the Premium Sun watermelon variety, which has bright, vivid color. And then if you're growing Coleus for drama, and I love to grow Coleus for drama. Black Dragon, hands down, one of my favorites. I've got it in the garden right now. Dark Chocolate is another gorgeous one. And Premium Sun Crimson Gold is another beautiful variety. There are hundreds more varieties than that. I just wanted to touch on a few of my favorites. So a few common Coleus mistakes, and I always like to touch on this kind of stuff just so that you can be aware of some of the things that you can kind of just troubleshoot ahead of time. Number one mistake is planting shade varieties in the full sun. Make sure that you're putting the shade varieties in the shade and the sun varieties in the sun. You will be able to tell if a Coleus is not supposed to be in the sun because its leaves will scorch very quickly. That's not the end of the Coleus. You can dig it up and go plant it in the shade if need to, but if you see a lot of scorching on those leaves, it tells you that that Coleus needs more shade. Number two most common mistake is not pinching. Plants become lanky, leggy, fall over, they bloom quickly. There's just a lot of issues with not pinching, so go ahead and take that leap and pinch those Coleus back. Number three most common mistake is letting flower spikes mature. Basically the plants become very unattractive when they start focusing on the flowers because they focus less on the foliage and more on the flowers and creating stems. It also shortens the lifetime of the Coleus if you allow it to bloom. So pinch back those blooms, keep it focused on the foliage, and keep those plants around longer. And number four most common mistake, underestimating mature size. Some varieties can become quite large, so you need to make sure that you are looking at those ahead of time and planting them in the appropriate space. So most Coleus problems aren't care problems. They're variety selection problems. So making sure that you're selecting the right varieties for the right location in your garden in the beginning is going to save you a lot of frustration in the end. All right, so the lazy gardener reason to grow Coleus and to love Coleus. Once Coleus is established, it's fast growing, very fast growing, which is wonderful. It's easy to propagate, so you can make more plants out of that one plant. It's colorful for months on end, spring all the way to your first frost. It's inexpensive to grow from seed, which is awesome. It's a very forgiving plant. So if you didn't pinch it early enough, you can still pinch it. If it's struggling in one area, you can dig it up and move it to another. It's very forgiving, and it's an excellent foliage plant for beginners. A great plant to start with for beginners. Okay, so we talked all about Coleus. So the truth about Coleus is that it's not just a shade plant. It's one of the most versatile, colorful, and budget-friendly plants that you can grow for your garden. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video about Coleus. I hope you guys have enjoyed these truth about videos. I've now done zinnias, I've done sunflowers, we're doing Coleus. I think I'm gonna do marigolds coming up soon because that's a big flower that I love during the summer, where I'm really breaking these down into a lot of specific aspects of these plants. So this video is a great reference for you whenever you're going to plant something like Coleus. So I'd love to know your favorite Coleus varieties. Be sure to drop those down below. Let us know what varieties you love to grow and why. All right, you all, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you're like me and you are on a gardening journey and you would like to do that with some gardening friends, be sure to check out my Patreon community. The link is in the video description below. It's just a great group of people. It's a small, intimate group of people where we talk about gardening nearly every day. You can jump on your phone, you can jump on your tablet, see what's going on. I post a topic every day. We discuss it. We do lives. I do exclusive videos for my patrons that are not available on YouTube, as well as photo sharing, group discussions, and direct messaging to me in case you have any questions or concerns. All right, you all, as always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.